So guys, I'm just going to jump straight into it, and we're going to do a reading for August. So, see what's in store for August. I'm just going to sort my cards out because some of them are for some reason the wrong way around. And now I've just mixed them like that. Not prepared. Sorry, Aries. Okay, so I'm using my Lucy Cavendish cards. Interesting. For my 3 top cards, and then I'm going to be using the Energy Oracle for the main deck today. I apologise for my hair, it is a disaster. I have been sick for like a month, starting with COVID and all that entails after that. And then it's winter. I'm hibernating, okay? I know, it needs doing. I know. Yeah, it's starting to get warmer now, it's so nice. I like it. It's giving me good vibes. That's what I need in my life. Those good summery or spring vibes. This one. Okay. And that. Okay, so we start off, which is interesting because this is the same as Taurus as well. It's Cunning Woman. That's what it started with. So this could be a good indication that you and Taurus are connected for some of you. So that could be cool. It could be relationship, could be friendship, could be anything really. It's kind of cute. I feel like if there is a person that is by your side, they're kind of, I won't say they're kind of vulnerable, and they look kind of, I'll show you, because it's this little squirrel that's catching my eye. It didn't on Taurus when I was reading it, so this is specifically for you. I feel like this is the little person that Taurus could be. It just seems like they're cute and kind of vulnerable, maybe need nurturing during this time. Kind of cool. New beginnings. So the Cunning Woman comes with silent, observant and wily. They are her keywords. For you, I feel like you are observing your life currently, things that are happening around you, or just in a kind of place where I won't say I feel like you're not making any rash decisions, not jumping into anything. You're in a kind of place where you're kind of being wise about things. The Cunning Woman usually comes to say, you know, like, do take your time, be wise on decisions, and make sure that kind of that you're not sharing things with the wrong people and that kind of thing. But for you, I just feel like it's more, you are observing and being wise right now. It kind of feels like this is more of a persona that you are sitting in, which is kind of cool. Okay. Interesting. So we have second chakra Archangel Uriel. She is there. She was reversed, but I will just show you the imagery. She was like this for you. I feel like at this time, I feel like you could potentially be feeling a little bit blocked. I get this sense of there being kind of like a lot of wisdom within you, and I feel like you're holding it close to yourself. However, I feel like I won't say I feel like you don't trust yourself to take action upon your wise kind of decisions, or like trusting your knowledge or trusting what you know, something along them lines. I feel like it's not, I won't say, I'm saying distrust, but it feels more like as in you just don't feel that kind of pull towards going with what you know right now. So I do feel like you are standing still a little bit. It is giving me kind of a block vibe, as a kind of not knowing where to turn maybe. Our 7th chakra is our crown chakra. Sorry, I'm still sick, so if I clear my throat, it's because my voice is going weird and I can't talk. Yeah, which means like really you're not connected fully to your higher self. It's kind of like not really being able to fully understand the intuition that's channeling through you because there's a blockage or something imbalanced. This is kind of how I'm feeling with this. And it is stagnant energy. Something needs to shift with you. But we'll see what happens. Healing of the Ages. Now, I actually believe that you are we are all in a period of healing right now. I feel like you are specifically healing people around you as well. This is what this card is kind of giving me straight away. First thoughts for you is that, you know, you are a healer, you're helping the people that you love around you and that kind of thing. And I feel like this is empowering for you as well to be in that kind of position. And I actually feel like you need to acknowledge that this is something that you are capable of, and that this is something that you have a strength in as well. But yeah, this is a healing time for all of us. So we are all going through ups and downs. Like, it feels like yo-yos, like good times, bad times, good times, bad times, and all the in-betweens. It is very much a very fiery energy, and Mars is just going into retrograde. So this is where we're going to have kind of really those disruptions in our life, where there's going to be heated conversations and just things that are going to push us in the right direction, but they might push our buttons as well during this time. Storm warning, so there could potentially be a clash ahead. But to me, I'm actually not reading this as a bad thing, Aries. I'm kind of seeing this. Shh. You got a spoon, thank you. Okay, I gave him a yogurt to eat while I was doing this. Storm warning. Yeah, so I actually don't see this as like bad times ahead. I actually kind of feel like things are breaking down around you for a reason. And when I say breaking down, this is very loosely. It's kind of like really what we're all going through right now is foundations are being brought down so that we can grow in all areas of our life, and that's what I see is happening for you. So for some of you it may be harder than it is for others. Some of you it may mean, like, you know, if you're really resisting or you're just staying in this stagnant energy that we keep kind of touching on, then yes, things are going to get crazy around you, because the world wants movement right now. The universe wants you to get going. We want alignment. We want things to be authentic now, and we won't settle for anything less. Rainy bags, can you not do that, please? Thank you. And the next card at the top, I do apologise for my son. I'm a single parent, so this is life. King of the Darkwood Elves, authority, credibility, and status. Now, I do think it's really important with me just saying all of that about coming into our authentic selves, is being as authentic as you possibly can. So the next one was King of the Darkwood Elves. Authority, credibility, and status is the key words here. If you look at him, I feel like this is the best time, again, as I was just talking about coming into authenticity, is just being your authentic self. Integrity seems like a really good keyword here for you. So it's a great time to ensure that you are being integral with everything that you do and the decisions you make. However, it feels very serious. I feel like you're just being quite serious, and again, it just feels this stagnant energy here. But this is a good card to get in terms of being on top in that boss energy, which is really great. But yes, feels very stern. If you see the imagery of the elf, he's very stern. He doesn't look like he's enjoying himself or capable of having much fun. So interesting that that's come up for me for you. And deceit in reverse. So I feel like if you feel betrayed or anything like that during this time, you're not being betrayed. There's no deceit here. This is what I'm getting from this card. I feel like it's sort of saying that, I feel like it's clarifying that you can trust in people around you, trust in the way things are going at the moment. Interesting. I guess something about financial. I'm really drawn to the hands. I'll show you the imagery. This is how I'm seeing it for you. But upright, the imagery it's not focusing for some reason. Anyway, there's coins in his hand. It's drawn me to it. I feel like there could be something financial. Maybe actually with this feeling of integral, I am kind of feeling that maybe there's something to do within the workplace where maybe you have the blame, or there's some kind of something where it's a negative impact towards you within a workplace. You are innocent, and I feel like hold your integrity. Don't react negatively. Again, I get the stern, and I feel like it's, again, now this is making a bit more sense in this kind of scenario, because it feels as though you're not happy that you've been put in this kind of position and made out to be this kind of way, when that's not who you are, it's not who you've always portrayed, and they should know you better. It's that kind of vibe. So here it's, we're saying you are credible, so hold that stance. Interesting, very interesting. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Okay, to me this card represents, so the fifth chakra is our throat chakra. It's about communicating, right? It's about expressing ourselves, self-expression. It's about being ourselves. I feel like what's really channeling through here is being yourself and being able to express yourself in all colorful ways. To me this feels suppressed. It does feel, again, no judgment. This may not even be a workplace thing. This could be just somewhere where you feel judged as well. Obviously there's going to be multiple layers. This is an all-round reading for all Aries, and I kind of get this sense of judgment, and then it, like, you're not being able to express who you truly are, or feeling, again, it just feels closed off. You don't feel happy about it, maybe feel judged. The thing is, with when Archangel Gabriel comes up with the fifth chakra, it's saying, hey, look, you need to be able to express yourself, like be your authentic self. When the throat chakra closes down, it affects so much of our outside world, I find. It is the chakra of communication. It's like Mercury in retrograde, the planet of communication. You know, so when your chakras unaligned, it's kind of like everything else is going to go all crazy in your life. You're going to be attracting the wrong things, people getting the wrong impression, which again is here when we have that, where we feel like people should know you better because you've always been of high integrity. But it's because if you don't actually open yourself up and speak honestly and use your words, and actions are a form of words as well, so it's actions and words, so you're holding up both sides of the bargain. If you're not doing that, people get the wrong idea, or they just don't know, and so they start making up assumptions, and that can not work in your favor. So be wary of that. Definitely can affect your relationships. Caring connections, this is people you care about. I feel like this kind of energy, again, I just get the sense of you being stuck and closed off, and it's affecting your relationships right now. Yeah, interesting. So I'll show you again the imagery. We have love to see. This is what we want. This has been coming up for the signs up, right? It's all about, you know, it's time to nurture your relationships and stuff. But it just feels like you're actually quite closed off to these things. Yeah, and maybe feeling judged, so it's making you shut down more. Interesting. Oath, promise, pledge, and contract. Okay, so it's time for you to make a commitment. She is beautiful. She actually looks like she's getting married. So if this is relationship vibe, maybe you have shut down in a relationship, or you're not as open as you should be. This is sort of saying, you know, make that commitment. If this is what you want, it really does feel like, I feel like that's why you feel stern and stubborn in this situation, because it feels like you feel like your intentions are being questioned, when in fact, you know, this is where you want to be. So if that is true for you, Aries, then make that commitment. If in terms of workplace, I feel like this is saying things will be good, things will get better, you know, that you can correct it. It feels like by doing this is, you know, staying guard, again, being integral, and putting your best self out there is what this feels like for me. And in all areas, actually, I feel like that can really help you. That advice is putting your best self out there. It definitely just feels like this time where you should be shining, but you're choosing to be more of a, you know, a dull gem that needs polishing up. That's a really weird analogy. I'm sorry, Aries. But that's how it feels here. So interesting. We have envy next. Now, envy is a card of kind of jealousy. It can be a very toxic. So I'm going to read this two ways for you, Aries, because I feel like both can apply, or either can apply for you. So in the first place, this is very personal. It could be that you are envious or jealous of kind of someone else, what someone else has, or how they're able to be, and you not being able to kind of have that right now in your life, or be that right now. And I feel like that, again, could keep you stuck. That feels very loose. That's not the main call here. The next, I feel like there is jealousy in your life. Like, people are jealous of you and what you have. I feel like you do see the sunshine in terms of your personal aspirations. I feel like you know who you are and where you're going. You just need to open up and show that, because other people don't. So I want you to, but I feel like people are jealous of your ability to have that. There may be somebody who is jealous of the good things that you get in your life, or the fact that you can have everything as well. We all can, but some people are limited in that belief. And I definitely feel like there could be someone that is jealous that you are able to be that and do that. Okay, attachment. This has been coming up for everyone, and actually in both of these in the same order. I will read them and then explain. Attachment. So attachment means you could be focusing on things that are not deep and layered, okay? What she is focused on, she is tied here with the chain around her wrist. There is a solid beam and it seems that she's tied to it and anchored in place. But her focus is not on this situation that she's in. It's not on the current. She's focusing on this mask. That's what she's attached to. It's kind of like, even though she's attacked and stuck in a bad place, she's still choosing to focus on the aesthetical side of things and the things that are not deep and layered, you know? It's kind of like focusing on the day-to-day tasks of life instead of focusing on the more fundamental things of like the people in your life, the gratitudes that you have and that kind of thing. I feel like she's just choosing to just kind of go live day to day, like, you know, what happens, and it's not really, it's being attached to something that's not giving you substantial value in your life. So I hope that makes sense. The thing with this card is, like, she is attached with a chain. If she actually focused on the important things, on what she actually desired in her life, which in this situation would be to get away from her situation, yeah? She's attached, she's stuck. She would notice that she's not actually attached to the beam. She is able to probably find out that if she just slid her wrist off this chain and changed a few things, she could probably run and get out of this cage, right? But her focus is on things that are not going to help her situation. So it's kind of like faffing, procrastination, just kind of not kickstarting where you want to be, and just choosing to just wait it out or something. This is kind of the vibe. Interesting. It's a bit different how I read it for other people. That's how it's all coming across to me for you, Aries. Walking away. This is upright, so it's basically saying it's time to walk away from that way of being. It's time to walk away from just going with the flow and not chasing what you want. If you want something, go for it. And look, there's a little spark here, and I do feel like you're not chasing what you want, Aries. Like, throughout this, it feels like you are choosing to stay stuck. You are stagnant and like in this not movement. I mean, other signs that I've had, they've got all these movement cards like action. It's time for action. It's time for this. And like, so it's saying that there is movement for you guys. I'm feeling like you are choosing to not make movement. Obviously, this is foresight. This is me giving you a little bit indication to the energy, so you have this choice to create that for you. But yeah, that little shining star here, to me, that's what you desire. This is something you want. It's what you aspire. It's what you've wanted for a long time, actually, is what that's feeling for me. You need to walk away from what's making you procrastinate, what's keeping you in place, and move towards the fruitfulness. And I feel like what you have ahead of you, what you are desiring, it is going to give you a lot of abundance in terms of happiness, in terms of fulfilling your life goals. It really does feel like you already have the beginnings of this. You already have that option there. It's just taking that leap to walk through the Golden Gate to get towards it. And yeah, so to me, if I was to summarize this whole entire reading and say how it reads to me, Aries, it would literally be saying, stop procrastinating, move forward, and kind of leave distractions behind. Just be yourself, be authentic, and open up to people. Thank you so much, Aries. I hope that makes sense for you. Please comment below if you have any questions, and I'll see you next month. Thank you so much, Aries.